The 2009 Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded for the discovery of a biological process by which the practice of Qigong reduces stress and slows the aging process. A comprehensive review of health benefits of Qigong and Tai Chi appeared in the American Journal of Health Promotion back in 2010. This review examined the evidence from randomized controlled trials of Qigong and Tai Chi. They focused on 77 trials that were published in peer-reviewed journals from 1993 to 2007 that met the criteria for this study. Numerous categories demonstrated consistent and significant positive results. These include bone density, cardiopulmonary effects, physical function, quality of life, psychological symptoms, and immune function. There are more than 1,600 studies on how Qigong positively impacts health from the Qigong Institute in Melrose Park, California. In fact, there are thousands of studies from around the world showing the positive effects of Qigong. Hi, I'm Craig Sommers, here with Peter Ragnar, longevity sage and Qigong master. And Peter, can you tell us exactly what Qigong is?
Well, Craig, Qigong is basically working with energy. That's what the term means. And that energy is life force. So it's your vitality. It's the essence of what you are. It's that force that keeps you alive.
Awesome. Well, I've heard stories about and read about legends of Qigong masters living hundreds of years. Can you comment on that?
Well, I know I've read them too, and I've heard a lot of very, very fascinating stories. I think one of the more popular ones was recorded by the New York Times back in the 1930s about a Chinese Qigong and master and herbalist, Lu Changyang. And he had been asked to talk about his practices on his 100th birthday and celebrated by the country of China, and then also invited back on his 200th birthday. Wow. And purportedly or allegedly, he was over 250 years of age when he disappeared off the scene or died. We don't know. Now, obviously, there are other accounts, a lot of accounts that I have found in older manuscripts about, those who practice this and allied arts living many hundreds of years. So, is there any truth in it? Well, the proof is in the pudding.
Well, Peter, I understand that you have been practicing Qigong for many, many years, and you were good enough to put together a video program for us, Good Morning, Good Evening Qigong. Can you talk about that a little bit and perhaps some of its benefits?
Okay, I'd be happy to. Actually, I have the course right here. It's a very comprehensive course that takes you step by step throughout the month in various lessons that myself and another Qigong master, Kristen Trescott, and I cooperated together in providing for people. And it takes you from the basics, which are very simple, to more comprehensive movements. But what it's all designed to do is to teach you to feel your life force or your energy. And the more that you can feel it, the more you can identify it, the more you can work with it, which is basically what Qigong means, how to work with energy. So we learn how to work with the force of life. It's actually, you want to know how much life you have in your body? This is a technique that allows you to monitor your own force of life so you know how alive you actually are.
Oh, that's incredible. Could you talk a little bit about the pineal gland and melatonin? I understand that this method really works with the glands and with the hormones and so forth.
Yeah, it's always very fascinating, Craig, to understand various aspects as to how the body works, and then all of a sudden to discover that the ancients were plugged into this thousands of years ago, and we're just discovering this stuff right now. You know, so one of the things with the pineal gland is that it is responsible for the production of melatonin. Now, melatonin, as we know, is the hormone that is responsible for you getting a good night's sleep and also alleviating jet lag and things like that. On the other side of melatonin, while it's being produced at night, during the day, the pineal gland which produces it also then produces serotonin, which is that feel-good hormone that gives you a sense of well-being. Now, here's what I've discovered, is that there were studies done recently that found that it wasn't just the pineal gland, or what is called the third eye, that produces melatonin. It is also an area right below the navel in your gut, in an area that the ancients called the dantian, or basically think of it as a powerhouse of the physical body that holds your vitality, the seat of vitality. So whenever we do Qigong, we end up focusing our attention up here and down here. And as we do that, we stimulate various hormones in the body. So at night, when you want to get a good night's sleep, you do a particular type of Qigong that allows the body to produce more melatonin, produce a sounder sleep and a greater sense of well-being. You wake up refreshed. In the morning when you get up, now you want to be really vitalized. Well, we do another practice for the morning which helps trigger the hormones that allows that serotonin to be in abundance. And so thus we have good morning Qigong, good evening Qigong, and it's nice bookends on your day and keeping you alive and filled with high vitality and energy.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, Peter. I hope everyone learned a lot from this. And I did a little bit of Qigong with Peter before, and I found it really, really awesome and amazing. So take care and be well.